You don't have to get up at 5 a.m. to be successful, but it may help. That depends on, though, if you are a morning person or a daytime person or an evening person. But let's take another step back from there. Is it because you don't have the time to work on the most important thing to you? Or is it because you've been lazy or procrastinating? Now, if you want to optimize your life without wasting any more time, grab your free life map below. I had a full-time job and I wanted to work on my side hustle. It was actually this side hustle. Now, sometimes I woke up early and I would just waste time on my phone, scrolling through things, watching YouTube videos, whatever. But it wasn't getting me anywhere. So eventually, the motivation to get out of bed got to me and I would jump up and I would start earlier. That motivation was greater than the dissatisfaction of feeling like I was wasting time and not being able to do anything. I already woke up early, so an early start for me wasn't a big deal. But don't ask me to work in the evenings after dinner because my brain is completely turned off by then. I'm absolutely useless. So I decided to get up early and then get working on my side hustle. Before I went to my job, I would either get up early and just go straight to my desk, get some work done, get myself organized and head off to work, or I would just get dressed, shoot into work and start doing my side hustle work while I was at work so I could beat the traffic, save a bit of extra time, and then get into my job when it was time to start. So I figured out what worked within my lifestyle, and that allowed me to get done what I needed to get done. It fitted in to how I wanted to flow with things. Now, it may be completely different for you, and that's fine, but here's how you can make it work for you for whatever's most important. So, firstly, find your sweet spot for productivity. We're all different, so we'll work through this in our Life Map Phase 2 program where we find where your sweet spot is. As I said, mine is the morning. I wake up in the morning and I'm ready to go. There are days when I don't sleep so good and I might wake up at 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning and I can get up and get started at work and my brain is ready. But by the time it gets to the afternoon, no good. After lunch through to the evening, I am not so good at that. So what I do is I use my think working time, as in the stuff that really requires my brain power to think and concentrate or what have you. I do that in the morning up until about lunchtime. After lunchtime, that's when I want to be doing stuff that is more in-person or interpersonal, where I'm talking and interacting with people, because it's a different way of concentration for me. I find it's much easier for me to do that at that part of the day than it is to try and, I don't know, muscle through just trying to do writing or thinking work, the hard stuff. So what works for you? Are you a morning person? Are you a daytime person? Are you a night owl? Where is your sweet spot for productivity? When do you feel like your brain is most switched on and ready to go? Because that's probably going to be the best place for you to get started for getting your productivity in. Number two, schedule it in and stick to it. If you find that your sweet spot is between 10 and 12 a.m. or 10 a.m. and 12 p.m., great. Schedule it into your diary and just make sure that's what you do at that time, no matter what. So you may need to switch off any notifications. You might need to turn your phone onto flight mode so you don't get disturbed by phone calls. You might need to let people know that this is when I am busy. Do not disturb me. Whether you're in the office or at home, it's like close all the doors or go somewhere else, somewhere that you're not going to be disturbed. No interruptions at all is what you need. That is more important than the particular time of day. So find your sweet spot, schedule it in and stick to it. Like that is your high priority. Because let's say it's 2 hours. That 2 hours of focused work, you may find that you can actually get more done in 2 hours than you can get done in an entire day of being running around and trying to juggle a bunch of other things at the same time. 2 hours for 8 hours productivity. I would do that any day of the week, and that's why I do this. Number 3, practice your discipline and be consistent with it. Do what you got to do. You got to be disciplined. You got to stick to this. The difference between 10 hours a week being completed and 2 hours a week being completed is the discipline to say to everybody else, no, this is my time, this is when I'm doing this, leave me alone, I don't want any interruptions. Because if you can do 10 hours of focused work, that could be the equivalent of 50 hours of regular work. And I know that sounds absolutely ludicrous, but sometimes you can get into the flow and you can get so much work done at such a high level that it is far better off than if you were to just go through your regular everyday life. This doesn't just apply to business or work or whatever creative project it is. It could be maybe you've got a fitness goal and maybe you haven't been exercising, you need to put some time into that. Maybe you've got 2 hours in the morning which are not just for the gym, but maybe it's food preparation and then driving to the gym and doing your workout and going and jumping in the sauna and having a shower before you head to work. That might be huge, an absolute game changer in your life, but you don't actually get the result from that unless you could do that consistently, day in, day out, in that exact block of time, which is your beautiful, guarded, focused productivity time. So there's no one-size-fits-all approach for this, but you will find that sweet spot for what works for you. You will find that sweet spot if you can block everyone out and use your discipline. Work smarter instead of trying to work harder. So yes, some people are early mornings, but some people are night owls and some people are just somewhere through the day. So find your flow. Make it an important part of your daily schedule. Practice the discipline so you stick to it, and that's how you're going to get everything done. Now, if you want to win this year and you want to make your discipline work so much better so you can get so much more done, grab my Life Map program below, where I'll guide you for 28 days on how to design, build and live a life that you love, to make your lifestyle work as well as you want it to. Click the link below. I'll see you on the inside.